Let us talk about the most common reason or excuse that people give why they can't get anything done. We are always say, and we are always told, I don't have time. I don't have time. What does this really mean? Let us look at this critically. Let us look at values. Your values determine your priorities, and your priorities occupy your time. So when somebody says that I don't have time to see you, I don't have time to eat right, I don't have time to exercise, I don't have time to sleep, I don't have time for my family. Technically, what we're talking about here is it means that it's not valuable. But now I want us to look at this critically through our day-to-day livings. What are values? A value is something that you value. For example, if I value my body, then I will take care of it by eating well, by sleeping, and by moving. If I value my relationship, then it means I like spending time with those people, or I can show how much I value my relationship or my family by going to work, putting time into work so that I can provide for them. All those things, we have to define first what are the things that we value, because clarity makes it easier for us to know what to do, and knowing what to do makes it easier knowing what doesn't need to be done. So what are your values? What are the things that you value? Now, this becomes easy in sense that most of us will value different things. You might value family, you might value faith, you might value finance, money, you might value fun, you might value friends. I call it the 5 Fs. It depends what you value. Now, whatever you value here becomes the thing that you prioritize. So if I value family, then automatically I will value taking better care of myself so that when I go home, I'm present. If I value my family, then technically it means that I'm going to work harder, take care of myself so that I'm there long enough. My family does not need me in my absence. They needed me to be present by making sure that I don't cut my life short by dying prematurely from suffering lifestyle diseases. But as somebody else will come and say, if we look at that, what about a woman, a mother that is divorced with 2, 3 kids, that she has to support, take to school, and still have to work 3 jobs to do that? Now, that is a totally different case. Because when it comes to this, we have to apply the practicalities of where we are in our lives. How does it affect the people that are going through the grinding of life? What will a woman like that do? So, what you decide here, now, a woman like this, she does prioritize her family, right? But she prioritizes her family by making sure that she sacrifices herself by the time she comes home, if she does at all. Or when she's at home, she's so dog tired that she cannot support her family because she's not available. She's physically present, but emotionally, spiritually, physically, and energy-wise, she's gone. What you decide here, the first thing that we need to do here is we need to work on clarity. Majority of people know more what they don't want, but very few people have taken the time to decide what it is that they want out of life. It takes so much energy for you to be crystal clear what you want. Because the minute you realize what it is that you want, the minute you have that picture in, not in black and white, but you have that picture in technicolor, exactly what you want, everything that you don't need gets separated from what you want. And that becomes your priority right here. Now, that woman with 3 kids, divorced, working 3 jobs, what is it that exactly you can do for her? When you look at it from a practical point of view, we think that her biggest problem is she needs money. She needs to work physically for her to be able to take care of herself. But the best we can do with this woman is to disengage her from her practical physical life and come up with a clear picture of how she wants her family to look like, where she wants her family to be there before we can decide on how she is going to get there. And the minute we do that, you'll find her priorities will change. And the minute her priorities change, we all have 24 hours, and her time will be purely honed on her doing what is going to move her forward. There's a big difference here. Without clarity, there's a big difference between being busy and being productive. And if we're not very clear in terms of what our values are, we're not very clear in terms of what we want, then we end up being busy but not productive. But if we are crystal clear what we want, we become productive. Now, our productivity is going to be defined by 2 words: efficiency and effectiveness. These are going to be the 2 words that are going to push us forward. So when we decide that the minute we start using our time efficiently and effectively, then we start frog jumping forward towards our goals. What it is when you say that, when you're talking about I don't have time, what exactly are you saying? What are your priorities? What is it that you want to achieve? Because whether you like it or not, you are investing time and energy at this point. And those are the 2 biggest things that you need for you to be able to achieve your goals. Let me know, share with me what you agree or disagree with. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, do the right thing, subscribe, like and share, and click on the link below. Take your assessment and let's see where you are. God bless and take care of yourself.